Meanwhile, back in October,
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life.
Guys, what we're gonna do now, we just finished our free walking tour, so now we're gonna go and make our way to the Colosseum. It's about a 30-minute walk from here, and we're gonna walk. Our tour was canceled. Oh yeah, that got Jay feeling sad too. Everything got Jay feeling sad today. Our tour was canceled, but at least we can go outside and look at the building outside, take pictures outside, and maybe there'll be people around doing a tour that we can join. We'll see. We'll see. This is Piazza Venezia, and once again, we're walking to the Colosseum, so we don't even have time for these pit stops right now, and Jay clearly don't have time for me because he keep walking. I wonder if this one was designed by Bernini as well, but look at how gorge. Right, babe? I wonder if this was designed by Bernini. I'm right here.
Oh, look at that. You got actual flames coming out of there, see?
So here we can see like there are tons of ancientness and ruins, right? Like look across the street, there's a ton of ruins. And over here, you can't argue with the most famous ruin of them all, the Colosseum. Let's go walk. So Rome, the natural level of Rome used to be like down there, right? Mm-hmm. And before, because the river Tiber used to flood all the time, mudslides, landslides, all of that would slide down from the mountains. And for about 600 years, actually 800 years, Rome was abandoned. Like people just moved out. The Tiber was just flooding too much. They didn't have time. So they moved out, and the city eventually just got higher and higher because of the mud, the land. And so what happens is when the people started moving back to the city about 800 years later, and when we say abandoned, it wasn't totally abandoned. And went from a population of about 2 million to 30,000 inhabitants. So 2 million down to 30,000. So it felt like it was being abandoned.
Senegal?
And
Where from?
and so
You've been in Senegal? Huh?
no,
Senegal?
and we don't want a bracelet.
Welcome.
No, we got that yesterday, and they said it was from Kenya.
No,
and
don't
then,
worry, take one. Senegal.
no, and then
That's
he
same
got
page.
mad. Exactly. He got mad when you ain't give him some money.
He's doing the same thing.
Exactly. Now it's Senegal. Same bracelet. That other guy was like, this is from Kenya. So, anyways. So as the people moved back and then they started rebuilding the city, as they would dig down, that's when they would find ruins like this from the original city. They have a metro. Like right now, Rome only has about 2 metro lines. They've been building a 3rd line for about 10 years. The reason why it's been going so slow is because as they dig, they find more ruins. And when you find ruins, you can't just be like, pick up that rock and throw it over there. No, they have to get the people in to actually examine, to, do some research and really figure out the story, the history, and all of that. So that's why it's taken so long to build. And what you will find in Rome is you will find that they basically build around the ruins, see? And as we showed you before, some of the buildings are even built on top of ruins, but they actually use the foundation of the original ruins because they are so freaking strong. I mean, look at this. This stuff is still standing. Like, do not play. Look at these columns. Look at these columns. And then, babe, let me say this. He talking about some Senegal, the other guy talking about Kenya, right? They 2 different parts of Africa. One is Western Africa. The other one is more like Southern, Southeastern. So, look, you can see them See, here we go again. So you can see them working down there and whatnot.
Oh, it's this. This is huge.
Yeah, I think there might be a ticket thing down there. Because a lot of times this is like a museum. But look at this. Yeah, and it's like you can tell by the levels where the city used to be. Look at this. See, this is where you be needing a tour guide. Because then they'll tell you. And then these tiles were the original tiles from whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like they would be able to tell us if these were original or if somebody in the 1300s came and did it, which is still pretty old. But you'd be like, somebody from the 1300s, but you can tell this is a room of some sort. But we don't know to what extent. That's the only reason why I do be like wanting to go on to other tours. Because they be telling us some fascinating stuff. Like, is this stuff the original? This is what it looked like. Oh, that is crazy. So this is
Norman de Maria. Mariana.
Yeah, this one is Maria de Loreto. This one. Wait, this one. And then this one is Nome de Maria, those churches. This right here is the Colonna Triana. And this is all called, oh no, that's the Piazza Venezia over there that we came from. Wow. This is the Mercata Triane. And I think Mercata is like stores, right? Oh yeah, Torre del Milizie. Oh yeah. And I believe, I took this tour before, like across the street, there's some porticos, and they were saying they were jails, and this is where like St. Peter and St. Paul were both held in jail in Rome. It's just amazing, like the ancientness of it all. And then the fact of the matter is, you cannot even deny that these people existed. St. Peter, St. Paul, Jesus, they existed. They were real, for real, guys. I just feel like the messaging over time has gotten just, we've just misinterpreted, mistranslated, and misinformed, and miseducated, and what's that word? Misbroadcasted the gospel, for real, to meet our own human nature, to meet our own human purposes. All right, guys, here is the Colosseum. Oh, I was getting out your picture. Okay, do one with you by yourself. And then, no, I was in it. It's like, what the hell?
Guys, you want to go inside today? You want to check Roman Colosseum?
All right, y'all, listen.
I think we got God. Let's see.
Did we get
too
God?
good to be true? Hey, well, that's our life, though.
I know. So we'll see. Either we're gonna make it inside the Coliseum, or you're gonna see us with these green stickers looking crazy. Yeah. So basically, we came out to the Coliseum. Y'all know our original tour was canceled. We paid like $215 for a tour with a guide, and it was gonna include the underground tour. It got canceled yesterday. They said because of political events, right? So we decided to walk over to the Coliseum anyway, and we find that it's thriving, that all the people are going in, and of course you have to buy your ticket online. This little gate right here tells you that. Look, right there. So since COVID, they don't do it like selling it at the box office anymore, so you have to buy them online. They're sold out for the day. So of course, you just mill around, and then somebody will come up to you and they would say, hey, for $40 a piece, you can come in with us. And then they give us a little green sticker with some handwriting on it. and we get a tour guide and we get the audio thing in our ear and we get inside the Colosseum. Either it's going to work or it's not. Actually, I've done this before, almost similar way, and I've never gotten guides, but you never know. Today could be the first time. It could be the first time. It's the first time for everything. So we were just waiting right here for our start time and saving our feet.
They're behind time.
It's okay.
On time is late.
Saving our feet a little bit. But the people seem to be very nice. They have badges on. They look official. That can be the how to sell tickets in front of the Coliseum starter kit. Look, doubtful Jay. Jay was doubting the system. See them right there? Look, they got the earpieces. They taking out the earpieces, y'all. So we about to get our headphones. I know. Why do we always forget to bring our earpieces? Y'all, our tour is going forward. We are on a tour. It was legit. It was legit. This is a horse, and it's a new excavation that was found. So in the Colosseum, the poorer you were, the higher you sat. The richer you were, the lower you sat. Ain't nothing changed, y'all. Ain't nothing changed.
Rome was bounded in World War II, but thanks God the Colosseum was not bounded.
So all the columns at St. Peter's Basilica was taken from the Colosseum. That's how the Colosseum looks all those years ago. So the two columns here across the street from the Colosseum is where the house of Nero was. Nero was the most hated emperor of this time. He burnt the city down. They say he killed his mother and poisoned his sister, and he died by committing suicide, and he had no heirs. So he was the last emperor of that line, that lineage of emperors. So this is their version of graffiti. Now, this is their version of graffiti. So they carved into the... Oh, this is some good graffiti. This person had talent. Look at that. Oh, and they had their own money. Look at these coins. I'm like, this is such a cool time to come, because as you see, it's not crazy crowded at all. And the sun is not beaming down. It's like, look at this, guys. You don't see nobody.
That's the best tour ever.
Yeah, it's like this is about to be closed. The best time to take the tour when it's about to be closed.
That's a good picture right there.
Alright guys, so we finished our Colosseum experience.
Yeah, we was in there. I was, you know, I wasn't believing that we can get in there, but I was like, how are they gonna do that? How are they gonna look? But
we did it.
You know, we was in there.
Was in there.
Was she a good tour person?
She, yeah. The free tours are so much better. If we could find a free tour of the Colosseum where we just pay to get in and have our free tour, that would be the best.
I guess you gotta do that.
Yeah, but so now we're on our way to dinner. Dinner's the restaurant we're going to is about a mile away, and we're en route. Woo! Bye.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. Baby,